What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love the Shy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave the theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 8, Episode 6. This is the recap. Now I want you guys to let me know, how did y'all feel about this episode? What did y'all think about your girl Tiffany? After catching her first body, she said, you know what? We gonna bury the body in the backyard. Know what I'm saying? We about to have an engagement party and a funeral at the same damn time. Sad part is, don't nobody know about this but me and Victor. Like, damn. I mean, that house is haunted. Know what I'm saying? We got bodies getting dropped off. We got bodies getting buried in the back, engagement parties, and guess what? It ain't over yet. Let's just have a wedding at the same damn place. I mean, there's a lot going on, right? And your girl Keisha, if she mentions Nuck's name one more time, I mean, damn. She act like she was marrying Nuck or something. Like he was supposed to show up at the engagement party. Every time I saw her face, she just had to mention his name. Where is Nuck? Nuck is not here. I really wanted Tiffany just to say, look, he dead. He right here buried. Know what I'm saying? I dropped him off. He killed Rob, and that's it. If you got a problem with it, let's go ahead and deal with it. That's what Tiffany should have told her. But y'all know Tiffany and Keisha, you know, they real cool and everything. Apparently they love each other, and Tiffany does not want to mess things up. But we know it's just a matter of time before she finds out, and it's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Nuck has done so many bad things, killing pastors. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that he did back in season 3 in that trafficking house. Let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Nuck, he's a very bad person, so he had to go. It should not be a surprise to Keisha, so you worrying about where he at. Worry about your damn wedding. You know what I'm saying? Worry about Emmett and your family. That's what you need to worry about. Screw Nuck. So I cannot wait until she finds out that way. We ain't got to keep hearing her say, where's Nuck? And every 5 seconds, she got that sad look on her face like she really misses him. Which, from the looks of it, I guess she does. But, hey, it is what it is. Now, also in this episode, we know your boy Rashad, he turned up to the max. It's about to be hell to pay for Rosalind. And, of course, we know your boy Reg, he really wants to fix things with his brother. So, we're going to see how that plays out as well. But let's go ahead and begin this recap. I'm going to try to focus on the key points in this episode. Now, if I miss anything, I want you guys to let me know down below. So what did we see in episode 6 titled, When the Truth Thaws? Now, the episode begins with Victor and Tiffany burying Nuck's body in the backyard. Like, damn. As I told you guys in my quick thoughts, early impressions, if law enforcement, if they was questioning Tiffany, I'm pretty sure they would look at the house and this will be an easy find. Now, while they're doing this, Keisha, she decides to call Tiffany, letting her know that her and Emmett proposed to each other. And guess what? Your girl Keisha just had to bring up Nuck's name, talking about, I wonder how Nuck will take it. I mean, damn, this girl can't stop thinking about Nuck. Every time we seen her face, it's like she had to say his name on some Candyman type stuff. Stop thinking about Nuck. Now, we know Tiffany did tell her that her and Nuck got into an argument and he left. So she's putting that out there. But eventually, she's going to ask more about Nuck later on in the episode. Now we get to Tiffany and Keisha. They're talking about this engagement party that Tiffany's going to host, and they're going to have it there. Of all places in the world, you want to have it at a crime scene? Alicia got dropped off there. Nuck, if your buck, just got dropped off. Like, really? So why even bring people there knowing what you and Victor have just done? I mean, I just don't get it. It's like you want people to find out. Now, of course, they're talking about the engagement party, and then Keisha. She can't help it, y'all. I mean, in her head is Nuck because she brings him up once again. I'm like, damn, here we go again. She talking about, she's basically concerned about him because this is not like him. It's been a week. She hasn't heard nothing, from him, and he will not normally do this, especially when it comes to his son, Ronnie. Yes, he has left before, but not like this. Now, Keisha tells Tiffany that it's not your fault that he ghosted the both of us. And of course, we all thinking the same thing. Oh, yes, it is, because he ghosted y'all, right? That boy is sleep for real, the long one. He ain't coming back, and it's all because of Tiffany. But y'all know Keisha don't know. I cannot wait until she finds out the truth. Now, let's talk about Jackie and Brittany. And man, they love talking. They love just giving up intel. Now we know Jackie, she gave Brittany some money. Y'all know Brittany's struggling. She need money for the whole music thing. And of course, Brittany's like, man, so I hope this ain't blood money. And she's talking about, well, I heard you took out somebody recently. And then Jackie said, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We had to take out somebody for Rosalind. She paid us. And this is where Brittany's like, was it, the girl, Nora? Was it her that got dropped off because of y'all? Well, yes, it was. So here we go. We got Bakari's sister. She wanting to know intel. We got Jackie giving up intel. And you will think they would keep this conversation between the two, but no. You know how it is on this show. They just can't stop talking. And of course, that intel is going to get out to your boy Rashad, and he going to get very upset about that. Now we get to Smitty and Big Mike, and they just pop up over Tiffany's spot. Now remember, it has been a week since Nuck has been missing, right? And Smitty's like, man, I think you killed him. Remember, Smitty, he told Nuck it could be your girl that takes you out. When they had a conversation a few episodes back, and Nuck was like, well, not my girl. Well, yes, your girl. She dropped your ass off. And Smitty is believing this. And Victor's like, why would she do that? And of course, Tiffany tells them like, well, Nuck had a lot of enemies. We don't know what the hell happened to him. And she tells them that they got into a fight before he left. And we know she said she was his woman, right? And Big Mike was like, was? So he putting two and two together. Like, why you speaking in the past tense? Like, you know something happened to him, right? And Tiffany, she's so upset. She said, get the F out. Your boy Smitty said, don't talk to me like that. Tiffany said, or what? Know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. Now they end up leaving and they tell Tiffany to let them know if Nuck returns. Well, she ain't gonna let y'all know nothing because Nuck ain't returning at all. But Smitty and Big Mike, they just may be a problem. Now we get to Emmett and Keisha, and they're having a conversation with the legend, Leela Rashad. She is playing the character Erica, and she's the wedding planner. But they have some differences, you know what I'm saying? Because Emmett, he wants a big wedding. Keisha, she wants a smaller wedding to save money. And as of right now, they can't really come up with a compromise. But of course, the wedding planner, she is trying to, help them come to a conclusion. But it sounds like Tiffany and Emmett probably should have a conversation about all these things before having this sit down. Now we get to your girl Tiffany and Bakari and Victor. And man, Tiffany is pissed off. She slaps Bakari straight in the face because she understands that Bakari knew that Nuck killed Rob and he did not say anything. He talking about he was scared that Nuck would kill him. I'm like, really? Like, come on. But you wasn't scared to tell Lene everything. Now you scared? Like, come on, you's a killer too. But we know Tiffany tells him, you work for me now. I killed him. And I need you to stay at his apartment just in case somebody comes there asking questions. And you need to tell them that you don't know where he went. Now, they also tell him, don't tell nobody about this conversation, especially Lene. Because y'all know Lene, she gonna run her mouth to somebody. Now, Bakari goes to Nuck's spot, and it was almost like he was sad. Like he was reminiscing about all the times that they had. And almost he had a look of disbelief, like he is really up out of here. Well, he gone, Bakari. Get over it. And staying at his apartment, to me, ain't no way in the hell I will be there. That's just me. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. Now we get to Rashad. He's having a conversation with Patience, and it's quite obvious that he wants to do something about Nora. He wants to get the person that did this. Patience is telling him he don't need to be doing nothing. He needs to stay out of trouble, but he's playing it off like he's not going to do anything violent or whatever. But we already know what time it is. Rashad, he wants to catch a body, and he wants to do it quickly as possible. And in this episode, he is definitely on the hunt to find out exactly who did this. Now we get to Brittany and Bakari, and Brittany is talking about them leaving. She's talking about going to Atlanta, escape all of this, right? And she's telling him, look, working with Reg is very dangerous. You may end up dead. And she also talks about how, Jackie got paid by Reg to take somebody out. And we know Bakari said, well, Rashad's girl got taken out not long ago. So they understand that this is her. She is innocent at that. And Brittany just wants Bakari to stay safe because he could lose his life messing around with Reg. But once again, we're getting people talking about what's going on. And eventually, it's going to get back to your boy Rashad. And speaking of Rashad, They're getting ready for this engagement party. He is having a conversation with Victor about what he wants to do. And Victor has to remind him, like, look, you cannot risk doing anything stupid. You supposed to be staying out of trouble. He don't want him going out here catching a body and getting locked up. But Rashad, it seems like he does not give a damn, and he will get that revenge somehow, some way. Now we get to the engagement party. Everybody's having a good time. Of course, they're taking pictures. Everybody's there. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Keith, he pops up. And luckily, nothing happened between him and Emmett. We know they had issues because of what happened with Damien and how Keith got fired from Smokies. But it was all good. Now, all this is going down. Rashad is watching everybody. He is looking for any type of clues, right? And then once again, we see that creepy ass picture of Alicia, Rob, and his father on some Tales from the Hood type stuff. And then Victor and Emmett have a conversation about Nuck and what happened when he told Tiffany what Nuck did. And Victor told him they got into an argument and he left. He heard the door slam or whatever. That's it. But Emmett is trying to figure out where the hell is Nuck, just like Keisha. And of course, Victor, he don't know nothing. He's not going to tell him anything. But I want to know what's going to happen when Emmett tells Keisha what Victor told him as far as Nuck killing Rob. What Keisha gonna do? Now, we get to the boys, Tevin, Mondo, and DeMonte. They find Tiffany's stash and they start smoking, getting high. I mean, they had the munchies. They was doing a lot. I mean, they don't have their phone, so I guess they're gonna do what they gotta do in order to entertain themselves. And it's just a matter of time before Emmett catches them. Now we get to Bakari and Lene. Lene, she is watching Bakari. She sees that he is working for Tiffany, and she wants to know what is going on, right? Bakari ain't about to let her know anything. He's not giving her intel, and that's because Lene does not want to be with him, and that's because Bakari is still in these streets, and she ain't having it. So as of right now, the two are still kind of going, back and forth. The same old that we've been seeing, but we know Bakari does tell her that he's not going to be staying with her anymore because he's going to be at Nuck's apartment. Now, Tiffany, she is stressing out. She wants to know what Victor and Emmett was talking about. He tells her, we was talking about Nuck. And, of course, Tiffany is like, okay, so is he going to tell Keisha that Nuck killed Rob or whatever? And Victor says no. He told him not to say anything. She has nothing to worry about. Like, really? You already know Emmett going to tell that girl. He going to say something. He's already concerned about Nuck in this episode as well. So it's just a matter of time before Keisha finds out the truth. Tiffany up there talking about, can I trust you? Well, as of right now, I guess you don't have no choice because he was there with you. He helped you bury the body. Like, come on. Now, of course, once again, Keisha, she is talking about Nuck. Like, man, where is he at? This is not like him. And it seems like Tiffany don't give a damn. Well, we know she don't give a damn. And she tells Keisha, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? He's left before. And Keisha's like, how long? How many days? I'm like, damn. She want to know all the details, right? This girl is stressed out like no other. And I know she got to be pissing Tiffany off because every 5 seconds, she is bringing up Nuck's name. Now we get to Rashad and Bakari. Rashad wants to know who killed Nora. That's his whole goal, right? Bakari does what Bakari always does, and that is talk too damn much. He talking about ask my sister about it. She may know who did it. Like, really? So you gonna throw your sister under the bus? You gonna put her name out there? Like, damn. I mean, they can't stop talking on this show. Now, towards the end of the episode, we know Darnell, he did have some nice words to say about Emmett and Keisha and them getting engaged. After that, we know Emmett finally caught the boys, smoking all high. And y'all know Tiffany, she was upset about that one. And then we see Lene and your girl Kenya talking. And they're like, man, Nuck has been MIA for a while. They're talking about maybe, Victor or Tiffany did something to him. And Lene is like, man, so what should I do? Bakari ain't gonna tell me nothing. Kenya tells her, just lay low. I mean, it's quite obvious what you should do. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you probably should never came to that engagement party. You need to be ducked off at all costs. But as of right now, I know they happy as hell that Nuck is not around. And in this conversation, they're talking about they hope he never comes back. Well, y'all ain't got to worry about that one. That boy up out of here. Now, Rashad goes and has a conversation with Brittany, and he wants to know about what happened to Nora. And of course, Brittany, she says if you want more intel about what happened to Nora, how about you have a conversation with Reg? So once again, just like Bakari, she's running her mouth entirely too damn much. Now we get to Emmett and Keisha, and they're talking about the wedding. We know Keisha, she ain't trying to spend too much money. Emmett is like, look, I'm getting married. This time I'm going to make sure it's big. We go out with a bang. And Keisha's like, nah, we need to save as much as possible, whatever. So they're kind of going back and forth. But y'all know Emmett and Keisha, they're going to figure this out. These are just some of the things that you go through when it comes to having a wedding and getting married. And I think they're going to be okay. Now we get to Rashad and Reg, and your boy Rashad is pissed. And he wants to know if Reg took out Nora, and Reg ain't trying to tell him nothing. Rashad pulls out the strap, and he's about to take him out. And Reg said, look, if I tell you who did it, can you have a conversation with my brothers? Because he is trying to fix the relationship that they got. Of course, Rashad tells him he cannot get them to be cool with him again. But Reg is like, well, you can at least talk to him. So Rashad says, okay, I'll talk to them. And then Reg, she says, you know what? Rosalind was the one that made that call. So now Rashad, he going to be coming after Rosalind. But this may not be that easy. We're going to see what your boy Rashad's going to be able to do. Do y'all believe he's going to get dropped off, get locked up? Or will he be able to eliminate Rosalind and get her up out of here? Now we get to the end of the episode. Keisha and, of course, Tiffany's having another conversation. Tiffany is like, look, this engagement party, it went well. How about we throw the wedding here? So now you want to have a wedding at this damn crime scene? Like, come on. And Keisha's like, man, I don't know about that. Like, that's a lot of money. Tiffany is like, well, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Alicia, she left me a lot. I got you. And we know Keisha's like, so why are you doing all this? And Tiffany tells her, well, I owe you. So, of course, Keisha wants to know, like, you owe me. And Tiffany had to play it off, well, I love you or whatever. So she is trying to play it off the best that she can, but the truth is coming out. And eventually, Keisha, she gonna be very upset. But as I told you, it is what it is. Now, Keisha does say, do you believe, Nuck will return by the wedding? Well, yeah, he gonna return. He's already there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all at the grave site right now. Matter of fact, y'all all gonna have another funeral on the wedding day. Y'all got one right now. I mean, an engagement party, a funeral for Nuck. He gonna return once again for the wedding as well. I mean, damn. As I told you, if law enforcement investigate this will be an easy find in my opinion. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do with this story. But as of right now, it ain't looking too good because eventually everybody's gonna know. Now, also on the episode, we know Victor and Fatima had a conversation, and it seems like they may rekindle their past relationship. I say Victor needs to focus on himself. He got a lot going on, especially with this whole Nuck stuff. I mean, y'all know Fatima understands that he is hiding something. So you getting involved with that is just bad news in my opinion, and it won't end well. But down below, I want you guys to let me know, what do y'all think about episode 6? I mean, basically, it was the engagement party, and of course, Keisha, every 5 seconds, asking about Nuck. Like, man, it was getting on my nerves, but man, I cannot wait to see her face when she learns that Tiffany dropped him off, got him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a sight to see. Now, I will be dropping the What to Expect video for episode 7 over the weekend, so I want you guys to be on the lookout for that. I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.